Thank you.
All right, Sam, this is, I lost count of how many spring practices this is for you. It was like 6?
This would be my sixth one.
6, okay. So how does number 6 rank after the first 2 days?
It's good. It feels good to get back out there. It's just as a guy who's been through it, you know what to expect. And, the first 2 days are just you trying to acclimate and, we'll kind of see where we're at on Saturday.
Now that you've had some time to work with him, what are your thoughts on Ryan Swoboda?
I think he's a really good addition to our team. I think he's going to, have a really good shot of competing for a spot. And he's a really athletic dude for how tall he is. He uses his length very well. I'm excited to see what he does. And, you really find out who a person is once you put pads on. So Saturday should be good.
Does it feel weird not having Cole Schneider around? And on that note, who are you looking to kind of step up at guard? I know Medley's kind of maybe the next man up, maybe.
Well, Cole, of course, Cole was a dude. He was a really good player. He's going to do really good things in the NFL. Looking forward to seeing him play. But as you said, Medley, Medley's in this position right now. All the coaches want to see him step up, and I think he's done a really good job. He's making the strides he needs to do. He's maturing a little bit, realizing the position he's in, and he's taking a hold of it, and hopefully runs away with it.
What comes with the challenge of kind of filling the gap of a guy who had 40-plus careers?
You can't coach experience, right? So, it's just one of those things where if you're a new guy stepping up, you got to be on the ball. You got to be in your playbook. You got to understand. You got to make sure the offense moves as fluidly as it did. When a guy like that, like Cole, was in there, which obviously is not an easy thing to do. It's all about what do they want to do? What type of player do they want to be? And then just them stepping up.
Has there been a young guy on the offensive line that you've been mentoring in a way?
What do you mean, bench warming?
A younger guy that maybe could take your position.
There's a lot of those. I expect all those guys, to be better than I was, and I'm really liking the way I see Paul Rubel's playing. The new guys like Ryan Swoboda, Tyler Grable coming in. They're doing a really good job, and it's cool seeing guys grow. But just from a young guy, someone I've seen grown is Paul. Definitely Paul. He's making strides, and getting him out on the field would be a huge plus for us.
Who have been some of the guys you've been matching up with on defense on these couple first day of practices? What are you seeing from them?
When I'm playing tackle, I see Josh Seliskar mostly, and he's doing a great job, a phenomenal job. He's definitely gotten stronger over the off season. I can definitely tell that, and he's keying in on the little things. And then when I'm playing center, which by the way I am playing center, just Ricky Montavo, Lee Hunter I got to go against. They're just all just great guys, and that's something I really enjoy, seeing a good depth of D linemen because they're good across the board.
Is it playing center?
I am. I'm playing
okay. I mean, I know you can. I was going to ask that anyway. You've played in years past almost every position. Is that something that you think you're going to be versatile this year? Maybe guard, emergency center?
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of what it is. Just wants to be emergency center right now because, we only have 13 offensive linemen. And so, to get 3 groups going, you got to have guys rotating in. And, Coach Hannah talked to me about it. And it's just going to be good for me in the future, and just being versatile, knowing that I can play center if need be.
And in terms of the entire offensive line, what would you guys say is your biggest goal this season?
This season?
Yeah, this upcoming season.
Okay. This season, we gotta be a consistently physical offensive line, and I think we all talked about it as a unit when we played Florida. I felt like that was our most physical game, and we just need to carry that across the season because. As we always talk, the offense doesn't move without the offensive line, and just setting the tone early, being those guys that the team can rely on when needed is everything about an offensive line unit, and so that's just something that as a group goal that we would want to do.
Sam, how different, I guess, is Mikey Keene now a year later? I think we were maybe talking about it a little bit about a year ago because he enrolled early and kind of made some plays in practice, but he was only a true freshman, should have still been in high school. But after going through last season, starting and coming back as number 1, how different is he?
Oh, he's just comfortable, and you see it. Like we said last year, you're 18, you come in. It's an uncomfortable feeling to head an offense in the Division I football, and just coming in the spring, you can tell he's comfortable. He's ready to get back out there and work on the things he needs to work on, and it's cool to see.
And on that note, there's another early enrollee at quarterback, Thomas Castillanos. What have you seen from him so far?
He's a playmaker. He does a really good job. I think his coach will tell you that he's getting in there in the playbook. He's trying to just take everything as much as he can. But when he has the ball in his hands, he makes stuff happen. And it's really good. It's going to push all the other quarterbacks to be better, and it's going to have a really good competition there.
You've got a new offensive coordinator coming in this year, Chip Lindsey. How have you gotten to know him and really work with him?
He's an awesome dude. I love Coach Lindsey. He came in. He was kind of quick. I did some recruiting trips with him where we went out when I was hosting, and I just got to know him. And he's a great dude. He's a really down to earth kind of guy, and someone that anyone can go up and talk to. And he has a lot of knowledge of the game, especially being a previous head coach. He just brings a whole new perspective, and you can learn a lot from him.
One of the new additions to the quarterback room is John Rice Plumley from Ole Miss, older guy. What are your early impressions of him, and what does he bring to the position?
He's a smile. He always smiles. You know what I'm saying? He's always has that positive energy about him that he brings and kind of boosts everyone up. And just like with the other quarterbacks, he's a guy who has experience. And he's coming in and just having that veteran leadership to help out in a room that's full of younger guys. It's everything, and I can't say enough about how much of a great attitude he always has.
So when you look at the offense, what was kind of the highlight of practice today? Was there like a play or a player that maybe did something that got some oohs and ahs, or what stood out to you?
I'm gonna be honest, I was just because it's everything just like offensive line. Usually everything's right here, so not a lot I'm able to see. But when I see, I think one of our receivers made a spectacular catch. I can't remember who the number was, but just whenever I'm going, it's just like I'm like right here, kind of, and then I'm on to the next play.
You're gonna leave us hanging. You don't know who it was?
No, I don't remember. I'm sure. I mean, if I find out, yeah.
Good question. Going back to the center, working on that. What kind of advice have you gotten from Matt Lee?
Oh, I mean, anything I need questions on. It's, I feel like it's kind of like a little reversible role. When he was younger and I was helping him out, but now it's like I'm sitting here playing a new position and I'm going to him if I have a question about, what we need to ID, what would he do here type thing. And, he's being as helpful as he always is because he's just a great leader. He's a great guy.
Is this spring more about development, or do you see the coaches kind of installing more playbook? I know last year was obviously new team, new system, young quarterback now with more experience returning. Like, what do you think kind of is the theme of spring?
Malzahn told us it's development and competition. They brought a lot of guys in from the transfer portal. You got to compete for your position, and at the same time, you need to develop every practice, and that's just kind of where they're at. Because last year they kind of had to rush through things, and you got to install a whole new playbook and before the season and all this stuff. And now it's all about developing what you need to do, the little things, and that's kind of the emphasis they put on.
And what have you seen from Gus in year two? Has his demeanor changed at all, or have you noticed any change in his coaching philosophy?
He's consistent. He's the same guy. He's bringing the juice every practice. Making sure he's holding us to a high standard, and he's demanding the best from you. And I like that. He doesn't change, and it's good to have a coach that you know what to expect every day.
Did you fill out a bracket? March Madness? Did you fill out a bracket?
No, I did not. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'm not going to ask you who your Final Four is then, I guess.
No,
You maybe got like 10 minutes to fill it out with the first game.
Okay. I'm sorry about that. All good.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Sam.
Awesome. Hey, thank you guys.
Thank you, Sam.